Hey, folks, it's Dave here in Studio B, and just got done watching Keith do his thing. It was kind of fun watching him do his play stuff. I'm interested in that the XHL for Hockey Blast. That looked interesting. Again, I'm not a big fictional guy, but that might be fun. With hockey, it might be fun. It might be. So anyway, tonight here on the channel, I'm in a hockey mood. I got back from Connecticut earlier today. I went down and saw my buddy Mike, and we planning the Digital to Dice Con, and it's almost ready. There's a couple of final details we got to work out, but for the most part, I think we're going to be good to go. And so that is a month from today. May 16th we arrive, but May 17th and 18th we have the floor, and it's a big floor, and we did a lot of videos about that stuff today and yesterday and the whole bit. So if you're going, I got all crappy stuff here. I was going through my strat cards here, trying to find something. I couldn't find it, so I'm all dusty. That's how long it's been since I played strat hockey. Sorry. I'm hoping to play some at the convention. But we had a good time. Mike and I had a good time hanging out, talking, going over things, doing videos, the whole bit. Everything looks like it's going to go pretty well, so I'm looking forward to that next month, going down and hanging out with all you guys and playing some games and talking games and the whole bit. But for today, let's get down here. We're playing some APBA Hockey tonight, and we're going to Madison Square Garden. And it's going to be the San Jose Sharks taking on the New York Rangers. Oh, I don't have my puck. Hang on one second. I got to get my puck. I knew I was forgetting something. And I also need my red penalty marker just in case we got to do a penalty. And I'm going to try, I made some notes here. I'm going to try to go to the actual way the APBA does penalties. Oh, you telling me I don't have a red guy in here? I like to color coordinate, so it looks like we're going to have to go purple here. Because I don't, oh, there's my red guy over here. I already had it out. Ah, well, that's how it goes. So I have my red peg right here if I need to make any penalty calls. Alrighty, so I'm going to try to go by the actual way the APBA does hockey. I know I avoided that for years, and it was faster going this way, but I'm going to try it tonight. Let's see how it goes. And if it doesn't go well, then I will go back to the Mike Berger way. All right, I'm going to try to zoom in just a little bit here, and that might be a little bit better. Alrighty, so Barbara's here, Ryan's here, and Ryan says he broke off a soccer ball from a trophy, and whatever works, right? Yeah, I got this from like a little toy set or something like that. All right, so here we go. It is the Sharks at the Rangers, our starting lineup. This is why I played this when I did my my unboxing for 0708. I was really excited to see the Sharks. You got Marlowe, Thornton, Chichu, Kyle McLaren, Nabokov in the net, Craig Rivet. I don't know much about him, but the other five I know. Then you got Sean Avery for the Rangers, Yager for the Rangers, Dubinsky, Girardi, Stahl, Lundqvist. This is going to be a fun one. I hope so. I hope so. So we're going to have some fun here. So let me call up my spreadsheet and let me know if everything looks good and sounds good. Oh, I need to call up my my YouTube on my phone because I can't see you guys' chat when I play this game. Just kind of how I have to set it up. So I want to follow along with the chat, if you will. And here we go. Alrighty. So it's the Rangers and the Sharks. Here we go. Speaking of Sharks, when the Worcester had the Sharks, we had friends out there, and we're going out to see them Saturday. Yeah, so going out Saturday for my birthday. We're going out visiting Saturday. We're going out west, well, Western Mass. All right, so let me reset all the scores here. That's one thing I haven't done. I kind of stole this score sheet from somewhere else. All right, so there we go. That looks good. Let me get line 1 in here. I usually have all this set up, but it's been a long day on the road. I didn't hit a lot of traffic coming home, but yeah, still. It's still a ride. All right, so San Jose and the Rangers. Oh, I need to change this to, hang on one sec. Hang on 1 second. I'm going to lose you for a second here. There you go. All right, now we're back. All right, so that should be good. All right, everyone's all color coordinated now. Line 1 is out there. Oh, I didn't fix this either. Holy cow. There we go. And I think this is the new one here with the power play added. So Keith had sent me over a Keith White. I think was it White? All right. Oh man, I'm screwing this up. I'm tired. But he sent me over a new one here with the power play, so it kind of resets on the power play for me. All right, there we go. Sharks and the Rangers. Now we have a face-off of 3-3, so the face-off is going to be even. So here we go. Let's roll the dice. And even face-off, home right wing. So it's going to go to Yaga. Yaga with a puck. And a 44 right off the bat, the shot on net. And the shot range of 21. I rolled a 44, so that's going to be a shot and a save. So it'll be a shot for the Rangers and a save by Nabokov. So right off the back, Yaga dancing through and gets a shot away. A 12 on a shot on net. Let me get my notes over here. And that's going to be smothered for a face-off. So right off the bat, it's a quick chance here for the Rangers as the home team goes crazy. And so we got a face-off now in the I don't have any I do have a Rangers hat, but I couldn't find it, so I got my Whalers hat on tonight. How about that? Even on the face-off, visitor right wing. So Chichu's going to get it, but he's in his own zone. So he's going to roll a 21. So that's going to be a 5. And a 5 is going to be a Soga. So a shot on goal if somebody has a 21. And, yeah, Thornton's got a 44. So he's going to get a shot on goal. So Chichu coming the other way, flying out of his zone. And with help from Thornton, shot 13. Oh, that's in range. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. A shot in range for the away team. Right? And so Chichu fires this one, 31. On a save, and that's going to be 4. That'll be a save picked up by Avery. So Chichu fires this one, but Henrik Lundqvist, right? I can't say that name. Henrik Lundqvist, you know, makes the save on the in-range shot, and the Rangers will take over the puck here. Avery with a 24. That's going to, that's a 43. I got to scroll down for the 43. I don't even know what a 43 is. Possible bench minor. And a neutral zone face-off on a 2-7. So my split roll is a 10. So that's going to be a rare play. So we're going to get a rare play in a possible bench minor. So let me go and check. I'm going to do my split roll. So we get a whistle. Let's check the bench minor for the 13 and 11. So let's check the Sharks first. So I'm looking for the split roll. Nope. And an 11. Nope. So there's no bench minor, but we do have a rare play. So we get to go to Dave's rare play chart, which I actually worked on this a little bit. So let's see what the rare play is going to be. All right, so another no time roll. So we're going to go 23, okay? So a 23 on my rare play chart says, player with the puck dumps it in the corner. So Avery is going to dump this into the corner. Goalie's clearing attempt is blocked by the highest shot frequency, which will be Yager. So Nabokov tries to clear it out. Yager knocks it down. And if it's in range, it's a goal. So Lundqvist comes out, Nabokov tries to play it up the boards. Yager knocks it down, fires it at the net. So let me do a no time roll, and I'm going to check my shot. And 61, it's out of range. Oh, boy, he had a wide open net. Nabokov comes back, deflects it, and it goes out of play. So we're going to give a shot here to the Rangers on that one. So that was that. I don't mind that rare play. That was okay. So the goalie tries to take the dump in, tries to clear it out. Yager knocks it down, throws it at the net, and the goalie has a chance to make the save, and he did. Yeah, Chichu, what a good name, right? All right, so minute and a half gone by. Face-off in the Shark zone. A couple of quick shots here by Yager. Let's see if I can straighten this out a little bit for you. There we go. My ADD is killing me. Is that ADD, ADHD? I don't know what it is, but it's got to be straight. Face off, even. Home right D. So it's going to come back to Daniel Girardi at the point. A 12 was a 25. And it's going to be intercepted. So his pass hits a skate, comes over to Reve. We'll make a line change here. So there's our first line change of the day. And we're going to go to line 2. And line 2. Again, we're only playing 3 lines tonight. This is not a Dave's Classic Rewind, just to be clear. This is me just getting my new set of cards on the table, and I wanted to play the Sharks, and I wanted to play Yager and the Rangers. So that's what this is here. This is just an exhibition game, if you will. It's not technically a classic rewind. This is not as played because I didn't know who would be playing in this game and who wouldn't. So now we have Shelley, Mitchell, Setaguchi, Straka. I didn't know Straka played with the Rangers, huh? Shanahan and Gomez. Jason Strudwick, former Ice Cat. Yes, he was. And here we go. All right, so it's going to be Reve with the puck now, and he's going to roll a 36. And, that's a 33. So now this is a possible penalty here, right? Coincidental penalties. All right, so I need to roll a 2 to 8 is a penalty, and 9 or higher. 8, it is a penalty. So we're going to have some coincidental penalties here. So check high, minimum to low. All right, so let's check here. Let's kind of start here, and let's check our penalties here. So we're going to do it the APBA way. So Shelley, minor penalties are 52. So we're going to roll, and yeah, so Shelley's going to pick up a penalty here. Okay. Check high, minimum to low minimum. If none, then minor penalty, original player only. So it is, okay, so, it is, I'm sorry, it's original, it's a penalty on him, and I'm looking for the high on this side, and if I roll the 33, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get it. No, okay, so the highest is Rosenval, so I'm going to say no. 65 is no. 62 is no. A 4 is no. And a 16, yeah, I think. Nope. No. All right. So, no. So, I technically, what I did, it's a penalty on this guy. If nobody's in range, then it's a minor penalty on the original player only. And check for misconduct. All right. So, we can check and no misconduct. Okay. All right. So, Reve is going to get the penalty here. After all that, I think that's what it was. So it was not coincidental because I rolled for all 5 players and none of them had it. So it's going to be Craig Reve here at 212, and he's going to get a penalty. And he goes in at 17:30. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. All right, so Reve's going to sit. So we're going to go back to split the power play. Is this going to work here? Yes, it will. Yes, I did check for misconduct. Thank you so much. All right, so line 1 for everybody comes back out. It's kind of how I handle power plays. I go 1-on-1 and then 2-on-2 for the second one, the whole bit. Okay, so who's going to sit here? Do I have any 30s here? I think Chichu's going to sit. So Chichu's going to sit, and here we go. All right, so where's my power play? So I need to get my power play out here. So here's my power play. And we're going to start it with a face-off. It don't really matter, but we'll call the face-off at center ice because this doesn't really matter on the power play. All right, so let's roll the dice here. Now the face-off is even again. And so even face-off, visitor left wing. So Marlowe's going to get it. So Thornton wins the face-off over to Marlowe. He rolls a 35. That's a 3 short-handed. Shot on goal if they get a forward on the power play. They do not, so it's going to be a neutral zone face-off. So he ties it up, and we'll get a whistle. 3 minutes gone here in the first. Power play for the Rangers. Even face-off. Visitor lefty, so Thornton wins it again. Back to Kyle McLaren, his former Boston teammate. A 14 is a 30, and he's going to pass XX. That's actually good. So he's going to make a pass and kill 2 time segments. So he's going to make a pass, and we're going to send it up to Marlowe. Alrighty, so now we're going to roll, and we get 1, and we get 2 segments here. So this is the last gasp of the power play. So McLaren doing a good job killing some time, working it around. Gives it to Marlowe. A 16 is a 28, and it's going to be intercepted by Yager. Still time on the power play, though. Yager, a 51. Is a 1. Yager's going to get a shot on the power play. The shot is 50 foot. It's well out of range. Now, he's a 21. And for, if I remember here, the Rangers, they're actually -1 on the power play, and the PK's -1. So that bonus of 2 on the power play, they lose it. Both teams do because they're both minus. It's weird. They're both -1 power play, -1 penalty kill. So that means there's no bonus on the power play. So that'll remain a 21. And that shot is going to be a save. And a save 61 is a 22. And a 22 is picked up by the opposing left wing, but time will tick off the clock. So they're back to full strength. We're going to go line 2 and 2 over here. And for the Rangers, we're going to go line 3 and 3. How about that? Alrighty, so Avery has the puck. Nobody likes Avery. A lot of minor league guys here, I remember, in this game. Remember when I went through that set the other day, how many players I knew from the American Hockey League? All right, so we're going to go 2 and 2 and 3 and 3. And 2 and 3 and 3. Okay, so Avery has the puck, and look out, J.R. Roenick, Pavelski and Roenick out here. That's going to be pretty cool. Malik is, remember him in Springfield, I think it was, and Chris Drury. So we got a lot of names here that we know, at least I know. All right, so Avery with a puck, and he's going to roll, then change up. A 21 for Avery is a 31. And a 31. It's going to be passed. They have a physical 10 out here. So they get 1, 4, 7, 10. Yeah, they do have physical 10, so the puck's going to be taken away, and it deflects to Ehrhoff. And that will allow Nigel Dawes to come out. I don't know who Nigel Dawes is, but he's in the game today at left wing for the Rangers. A 35. That's going to be a 20, and that's going to be intercepted by the right D, so Mara's going to pick it up. Paul Mara, a 65 is a 35, and a 35 is a penalty. And there's really nothing that we can get around that. 35 is a 35 is a 35. Okay. So we're going to go with what it says, and that's a penalty. So this time the Rangers get the penalty. And so in that first period at 5:49, Mara gets 2 minutes. And we'll take a look at the Sharks power play. So, boy, each team, line one's getting a workout here, that's for sure. Oh, check for misconduct. Okay, so I'll roll and no misconduct. His misconduct is 0 anyway, so he wouldn't have got one. So we'll have a look at the Sharks power play. And we're going to have Avery sit because he takes too many penalties. So Yager and Dubinsky will kill it, along with Mark Stahl and Daniel Girardi. So where's my power play here is out, and here we go. Okay, so power play now for the Sharks. And on the face-off, we have 3 and 3. It's even again, even home left wing. So Dubinsky will pick it up, a 55. He's going to get a shot on net. Shot range is 16. That's out of range. A shot and a save. That's 4 saves for Nabokov. A 34 is a 31. And on a 31, on a save, it's going to be shot on goal by the right wing. So it bounces over to Yager. Yager's going to get another shot. He's had like 3 shots. So a no-time roll for Yager. Looking at the shot. Oh, no, that's in range. Shot in range. Nabokov, 42, makes the save. No, yes, he makes the save. Barely. Yager's had a couple of chances here, and Nabokov has knocked it off twice. Holy cow. So, all right, so Marlowe's going to pick it up here. Let's try to start the power play. A 55. That should be a shot on net, and it is. 62, well out of range, so that'll be a shot and a save by Lundqvist. That's his second shot. The other one was in range, and he stopped it. A 46 is a 19, and a 19 on a save is picked up by the opposing lefty, so it bounces all the way to center ice to Kyle McLaren. McLaren will roll. And a 43, that's not a really good power play roll, is it? That's a 29, and that's going to be knocked away and bounces over here to Mark Stahl. This should kill the power play. Stahl, a 53. I'm not going to play matchups tonight. I'll introduce matchups again at some point. 19 shorthanded. He fires it all the way down. Last rush, McLaren gets it. Last gasp here on the power play. A 64 is a 23, and that's going to be intercepted by Yager. A nice interception by Yager. And we're going to make some line changes here as the power play expires. So we're going to go line 1 and 2 is what I'm going to do over here. Power play is up. And over here we're going to go lines 2 and 3. That works out pretty well. So we're going to get Alexei Semenov and Sandis Ozolinch. I think he played with Carolina for a while, didn't he? So JR will come back out with Pavelski and Mikhalik. And so we said 1 and 2 and 2 and 3. That's what we're going to do. 1 and 2 and 2 and 3. All righty, so here we go. Yager with the puck, a 44. It's going to be another shot. That's also in range with the 12. Are you kidding me? Another in-range shot. Yager shoots it. A 54. Score! Yager puts it home for the Rangers. And they will lead this one 1-0. All right, so let's check assists. So we're going to, our assist is 66. That's unassisted. 64 to 66 is unassisted. Nice and easy. So Yager hanging on to the puck. And he will score here for the Rangers. And that comes at 8:11 of the first period. Yager unassisted. And it's 1-0 for the home team. Okay, face-off will come to center. We're going to roll our dice. It's going to be even on the face-off. Again, I forgot how good the goalies were, you know. But they've made a lot of in-range chances, in-range saves. Well, at least they've each made one is what I'm getting at. Even on the face-off, visitor right wing, so Roenick gets it with an 11. Roenick's going to get a shot. Shot range to 25, but that's a little too high. So a shot, and that's going to be a save by Lundqvist. A 41 is a 6, and I think that's going to freeze it. Yeah, he'll freeze it. So Lundqvist is going to hang on. Dun, 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 dun. Here we go. First period, Rangers 1, Sharks nothing. This is my new 07-08 season. Really liking this. And like PJet said, anything in the last 20 years is new to him. So this season's almost 20 years old, and it still feels like modern hockey. I know. We play the old stuff. We like it. All right, again on the draw, it's going to be even. Visitors center, so Pavelski gets it in the offensive zone, a 33. That's going to be a shot on net. A shot range of 21. No, it's going to be out of range, so a shot and a save by Lundqvist. A 16 is a 28. And on a 28, it's going to bounce to the fourth highest shooter unless they get the clear. On a clear, they roll the 4, and they will get the clear, so he'll cover it up, and we'll get a face-off. So that's where we are right now. Almost halfway through this period, even on the face-off again. Visitor center again. Pavelski wins it to himself. A 43 is a 29, and that's going to be intercepted by Strudwick, who stepped up on the play, and will make a line change. So, let's see here. Oh, I had one out here. Hang on a sec here. So I had 1 and 2 out here. So, all right, so we'll go 1 and 2. We'll leave them out here. We're gonna just make it simple for us because I didn't hit the minus button, and we're gonna say let's go 2 and 1. How about that? We'll leave them out here for another shift. We're gonna double shift these guys just because I screwed up. Strudwick's gonna roll here. A 25 for Strudwick is gonna be a 13. And Strudwick's going up against the left wing Mikhailic, so he's going to add 2 to that 13 to make it a 15. That's going to be a pass over to Roosevelt. So no time off the clock. A 56, oh, that's terrible. 34, that's going to be a penalty. All right, 34 is a 34 is a 34. So Roosevelt will pick up the penalty. And let's check for misconducts. On the split roll of 42, no on the misconduct. And so Roosevelt will go to the box here, and the Rangers will be shorthanded again. So it's Roosevelt. I spelled it wrong, but that's all right. You guys won't notice that. Boy, this is a very, very different game than playing 70s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. All right, so this is going to be the second power play for the Sharks. So we're going to go line 2 for everybody, but because he's line 2, we'll allow line 1 to come out. So line 2 will come out for everybody on the power play. And so that's 2, 2, and 2. Yeah, okay. So we're going to go with power play here. Shift 4. I like how that Keith put that in for me. That's awesome. So it's a lot faster to set that up. And what do we want? Shanahan or Straka out here? I'm thinking we're going to go Shanahan. Shanahan and Gomez will kill this off. All righty. As Joe comes by. Hi, Joe. Playing my new set of APBA cards here, having some fun with it. And Brian comes by. He used to play the NHL on consoles back in the day, and he'd acquire Chichu, Rutu, and Tutu. Call them the baby talk line. That is awesome. That is awesome, Chichu, Rutu, and Tutu. That's great. That's great. I love that. All right, so 9.5 to go here in the first period. 1-0 Rangers on an unassisted goal by Yager. And we're going to draw off the puck here. It's going to be even on the faceoff. Again, what a different game this is from some of the other guys. from some of the other seasons is what I meant to say. Even home center. So there's no home center. So I got to roll it again. Home right D, because the center is playing the wing on the power play. So right D. So Jano Girardi on the shorthanded play here. So let me get my shorthanded chart out here. I have a separate chart that I use, and I just kind of put it in the way over here. I'll be bringing all this to Digital to DiceCon. I'm going to probably have 2 suitcases full of games. I don't know if I'll bring a ton of seasons, but I'll definitely bring the games, and we'll have a good time with that. And I'll show you how I play some of this stuff here. So what I say, a 42 for Girardi is going to be a 7 shorthanded, and he'll make a nice play. He'll get it up to center, and that puck will bounce out of play and we'll get a whistle. So face off at center. And visitor right D. So it's going to go to Vlasic. A 12 is a 25 on the power play, and that's going to be intercepted by Girardi. Girardi killing some time. 54 is terrible, though. And do they have a physical 12? We got 4, 7, 10. Yeah, they got physical 12, so they're going to take that puck away, and Mikhailiuk knocks it down. That will kill some time, though, and this will do it in the power play. Oh, a 66. That's going to be a shot on net, and, oh, man, his shot range is 21. Now, remember, you add 2 for the power play. However, because their power play is -1 and the New York penalty kill is -1, that bonus goes away. So that would have been in range, but it's not because the power play is not that good. So that'll just be a normal shot on net, saved by Lundqvist. And a 62 is a 5. It wouldn't have been a goal anyway. And that'll be picked up by the right wing. Penalty is up. We'll move on. And another power play goes by the board for the Sharks. So we're going to go, I think we're going to go 3. We're going to get some line 1 defense going here. So let's get line 1 defense going for the Rangers and for the Sharks. And do we want to go line 1? No, we're going to go line 3 for everybody. Alrighty. So line 3 will come out for all. So 3 and 1. We're going to go 3 and 1 after the power play. And the penalties are, you know, I've been learning to deal with penalties as I mature as a gamer. You know. Ryan says, I'm not sure I understand. Is that adjustment from the team rating on the power play thing? Okay, so what it is on the power play is, so they have a shot range. So Shelley has a shot range of 12. Mitchell has a shot range of 21. Setaguchi has a shot range of 22. On the power play, you add 2. Okay, you add 2 so that everything would bump up by 2, considering it's a base 6. So if you had a shot range of 25, it would be 26, then 31. Okay, that would be a bump of 2. However, on the team cards that APBA issues, they have ratings for the power play and the penalty kill. And I wrote them down on my sheet. And so, I don't know if you can see this here, but for the Sharks, their power play is -1. So that means you take away a scoring or whatever, a roll, a number. Okay, so if he's a 21, you know, now he becomes a 16. And because the penalty kills -1, now it's -2. So the bonus of +2 is erased because of the team ratings here. So that's why they don't get their power play bonus, is because of those ratings. I think they're optional, but I like to use them to get a little bit more realism, if you will. All right, so we have 3 and 1 and 3 and 1 out here for each team. And let me hit this button here. I think, did I already hit it? I might have already hit it. Okay, so Shanahan's going to get the, oh wait, no, I didn't hit it. This is, because Shanahan has got to still roll. Okay, a 63 for Shanahan is a 5. Now a 5 going up against the right D. He's a 3, so that 5 is going to turn into a 6. It's going to be a shot on goal block +1. So they have a 1, they have a 2, so they have a 2 block, plus the 1 is 3, and I rolled a 2 on my block, so that shot is going to be blocked, and it deflects into a crowd, into the crowd for a face-off. So that's where we stand here. So Yaga will come, Shanahan will come off, and here we go. Face-off now, and we have a 4 and a 2, so Drury with a +2 on the face-off. Advantage left wing over to Nigel Dawes. A 14 is a 30, and it's going to be another roll shot on goal. Okay, so let's do another no-time roll. And does somebody have a 21? Yeah, we have 21s. And it's going to be the highest shooting forward is 4. So it's going to be the second guy, I think. So we have 23. So it's going to be Ryan Callahan's going to get the shot on net because we rolled a 30. It's a pass Arsog because it's in the zone. We got the roll. And so the shot of 26 is out of range. So it'll be a shot and a save. And a save of 34 is a 31. And that's going to be shot on goal with Callahan. So Callahan shot save. He gets it back. He'll get another roll. Shot range of 16. 61. That's another save and a 66. And that'll be picked up by the lefty. So McLaren will pick it up. So Nabokov now 8 shots on. He's allowed 1 goal. And that was to Yager unassisted. So, yeah. So on the again, it's in the rule book there. You got to get the rosters online. And so I looked up tonight and I just jotted them down. Usually I print them out, but I haven't had a chance for the new set yet. So, yeah, it's +2 on the power play to everybody's shot range. And but then you adjust that with a penalty kill in the power play. And the better teams usually will have a +1 on the power play or a 0. Their power play must have been bad because they were -1. 15 for McLaren. That's going to be an 11, and 11's going to be going up against Dawes. Dawes comes over to check him. That's going to turn into a 12. Oh, that'll still be a pass Arsog. So we got another roll coming up. So let's do another roll. Does anybody have a 45? Nobody has a 45 assist out here. So that'll be a pass to Jody Shelley. Jody Shelley now, no time roll. Rolls a 56. That'll be a 35, and that'll be a penalty here on Shelley. Shelley, what are you doing? Shut up, Shelley. Let's check for misconduct. It's a split roll of 36. No, he's got a 13 misconduct, so he does not get a misconduct. So Shelley's going to go. So we have another penalty here with 6 minutes to go in the period. So at 13:44, that's my exact time. Shelley. Speak to me, Shelley. We'll go to the box, and the Rangers will go on their second power play. And again, the only goal of the game is Yager, so that's going to be line 2. Hang on a second, I screwed that up. That's a forward, right? So line 2 and line 2 because it's our second power play of the game for the Rangers. So each team with some power plays here. So far, I'm happy with the numbers and the penalties. I've been dealing with the penalties a little bit better, I think. I used to hate the penalties. Still do, but I play with them now. All right, 6 minutes to go in the period. Face off, and who's going to sit? We're going to have... We're going to sit Roenick. We're going to have Michaela. No, we're going to have Pavelski and Roenick kill the penalty. All right, I know Roenick is... I don't know if he's a penalty killer or not. We're going to have him kill it. All right, here we go. Face off is even. Even face-off home lefty. Strudwick gets it. A 14 on the power play is a 30. A pass Arsog. So I got to roll again. And 65, no. No, that won't be a shot, but he'll get it up to Shanahan. So Shanahan with the puck. A 43 on this roll is a 29, and he's going to be poke-checked, and it's going to bounce back to Christian Ehrhoff. Ehrhoff's going to try to send it down the ice. 51 is a 7, and yeah, he'll get it up, but it goes off a glove. And it goes out of play. So, just a minute to go in the power play. Another even face-off here. There we go. Visitor left wing. So Pavelski is the left winger on the penalty kill. He'll get it with a 12. And he'll bring it out to center. And he'll get a whistle as well. So Joe Pavelski doing some good penalty killing here. Last chance gas here on the power play. And even is going to be home center. So Gomez is going to get it. Scott Gomez, a 13, is a 5. That'll be a shot on goal. Oh, that 63 is well out of range. So it's going to be an easy save by Nabokov. And a 41 on the rebound is going to be a rebound. All right, so let's go to my rebound chart here. So I got a rebound of 4-2. So that means it's going to be, on the rebound, it's going to be the second highest I. With a 2. Oh, that's terrible. So the second highest, I got a 4, I got a 6, I got a 7. So it's going to be Gomez, and a 6 and a 2 is not very good. No rebound face-off. Yeah, that second roll. That's how I get the tip. That rebound/tip. The first number I use to determine who gets it, and the second number is the one that I use to figure out what the chart says, and it says no goal. Scott comes by. Hi, Scott. Dave Little as well. Dave Little, I'm going to be bringing this out. I know you don't like numbers, but I'll show you all the hockey games I got. We'll play a few minutes of each is what I'll do if we can find the time. There's so many people coming. I can't believe it. And there's so many games I want to play, so many people I want to talk to. It's going to be fun. It really is. I'm really looking forward to it. All right, so we're going to put out line 1 and 2 over here now. And you know what the crazy thing is? If you've ever been to one of these, I've only been to one of these things, okay? All right, so the power play's over, and we got a face-off. Is the amount of time you just spend talking to people it's like I went down to Connecticut last night, and Mike and I were planning this event out. And so we went out to dinner, and we had the notepads, and we're taking notes, and we're talking about this and that and the other thing, and asking questions and talking to the front desk, and just going over everything. And then after we were done, we ended up talking for like 3 hours. It was like getting late, and we were both falling asleep. It was like, holy cow. It was just, you're going to be there with your buds, and you're going to just be talking about everything and laughing and joking. It's just, I'm hoping to get some gaming in, but it's just the idea that I can game anytime. But I don't have a chance to talk to you guys face to face, more than, once a year, twice a year. So, yeah. Brian says, does the board game recreate the high penalty minutes of the 70s and 80s? I think so. Yeah, you're going to see a lot more penalty numbers on the cards here, Brian, with some of these teams, especially those mid-70s teams. There's a lot of penalties. And even some of the 80s, you'll see a lot of penalties too. So I would say, yeah. If I had to guess, I would say, yeah. All right, so we have lines 1 and 2 out here. And so we're going to drop the puck in the Sharks zone. And we have even on the face-off. So visitor left wing. So Marlowe gets it in his own zone, a 55. That's going to be good for a shot on net. His shot range is 21. I rolled a 44. That is out of range. So it'll be a shot. And another save by Lundqvist. His save result is 35, which is a 4. And that'll be picked up by the left wing. There's not a lot of chances to score on this card, by the way. Just this could be a shutout. Lundqvist, his card is just too good. Avery with the puck is a 26. That's going to be a 16 for Avery going up against the center, Thornton. So that 16 turns into an 18. And that's going to be a pass Arsog. So let's do another roll. And a 53. Does anybody have a 53 on assist? No. So that's just going to go to the second highest shooter. So I'm going to give it to Dubinsky. All right, and now we got a no-time roll for Dubinsky. He rolls a 42. That'll be a 3 going up against the center. That's going to turn into a 5, and that's going to be a Soga. So, does anybody have a 42? No, nobody has a 42 because that's our initial roll, and so that'll be a neutral zone face-off on the Soga. I believe that's how it works. Face-off at center, and it's going to be even on the draw. So we have a home left D. So it's going to be Jason Strudwick of the Worcester Ice Cats. I should do an all Ice Cats game, like an alumni game. That'd be fun. So a 27, that's a weird number. That's going to be intercepted by Thornton. So Thornton with a steal, and a 12 is a 25 coming the other way. He has it knocked away, and it bounces in the corner to Roosevelt. So now they want to send out line 3, the Rangers do, with just a couple minutes ago here. In the first period, Jaromir Jagr with the only goal of the game, that coming unassisted earlier in the period. So we're going to go 3 and 1, and they're going to go 3 and 3. So we're going to take a look at Shelley, who got a penalty, Mitchell, and Setaguchi. And I'm going to open my window. It's getting hot down here with these lights. When I was down in Connecticut, it was a funny story. So I got there right at check-in time, and so I texted Mike. I said, I'm jumping in the pool. Give me a few minutes before you come over to the hotel. So I jumped in the pool. It's a heated pool. It's inside. I was like, okay, it was fun. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to go out to the hot tub. So you got to go outside to the hot tub. There's a little area with the hot tub. It's not a very big hot tub. And I walked out the door. I was like, whoa, it was in the 30s last night in the afternoon. I was like, it is freezing. I was like frozen like an icicle. I had to jump right in the hot tub. I was like, this is nuts how cold it is. And I warmed up in the hot tub, and I was like, oh my gosh, if I'd stayed outside another minute, I would have been an icicle. You know? Fenner comes by, and he might take out Stone Cold Hockey. Yeah, I had that out the other day. I enjoyed that. All right, so what did I say we're doing here? We said 3-3. I need to change my lines on my little scoreboard over here. And then 3-1. All righty, so let's roll the dice. Roosevelt Roosevelt's going to get a shot, but 62 is way out of range, so it's going to be a long shot, more of a dump in than anything else. And 6 is going to be, he's just going to cover it up and allow the line change to continue. So here we go, minute and a half to go here in the first period. Face-off is 2-4, so +2 for the Rangers on the draw. It's going to be advantage right wing, so Ryan Callahan has it. A roll of 43 in the offensive zone is going to be knocked away, and Sandis Ojelins will pick it up for the Sharks. 15 for Ojelins. Ooh, that's going to be a 6. Going up against Girardi, and Girardi's going to bump that up to a 7, which is a shot block +2. They have a block 1. They have a block 2. And so that's going to give me a block of 5. I rolled a block of 4. You have to beat it. And I didn't. You can't just meet it. You got to beat it, and I didn't. I would have needed to roll a 6. So that shot's going to be blocked, and it deflects over to the left wing to Nigel Dawes. A no-time roll is 45. He rolls a 7. That's a shot block +2. And I have 1, 2 + 2 is 4. The block is 4. That shot is blocked, and it goes out of play. So with 30 seconds to go in the period, we got a face-off in the Shark zone. +2 for Drury. And +2 is advantage right D. It comes back to Girardi at the point. A 52 is a 27 in the offensive zone. Intercepted by Mitchell. And that'll do it in the period. So let's take a look at our stats in that period, shall we? So the only goal of the period was Yager at 8-11 unassisted. The visiting goalie, I got to put in a Barkov here. So Nabokov. And over here, Lundqvist. Boy, they don't get the easy names. All right, so shots on goal, 6 for the Sharks. So the shots will be 6. And they only had 1 in range. And the Rangers with 10 shots on net in that first period. And they had 2 in range. I like to keep track of the in range. Okay, and score after 1, it is nothing for San Jose. And the Rangers with 1. So that's where we stand. We'll go into the second period. And so let's go with the new period. And what do we want to do here for lines? We're going to go line 2. All righty. And we're going to go line 1 on the D. 2 up front. I like to look at the lines. I got a little chart here that you can't see on the spreadsheet that kind of tells you what's left for lines. So I need to put out line 2 to get them some ice time here. And then line 1 on the D. And I'll go line 2 over here as well. And I'll go line, yeah, we can go line 2 on the D as well. So we'll go 2 and 1 and 2 and 2. How about that? All right, 2 and 1 and 2 and 2. All right, face off at center ice. And we have even on the draw. Even on the draw, home center, Gomez, a 62. That's going to be a 9. That shot's going to be blocked. It deflects over to McLaren. No time off the clock. 43 for McLaren, 29. And his long pass deflects off a skate and bounces over to Strudwick. Strudwick's going to start it up here for the Rangers. A 26 for Strudwick. That's a 24. He's just going to dump it into the far corner. McLaren gets there first. McLaren rolls a 51. That's a 14 going up against Gomez, who moves in to check. And that's going to be a 15, and it's going to be a pass across to Rivet. No time roll here again. Rivet, he rolls a 51 as well. That's going to be a 7. That's a shot block +2. That will be blocked, and it's going to be smothered for a face-off. So good work here by the Sharks getting it down, and they'll get an offensive zone draw. Again, it's even on the face-off. home right D, so Roosevelt's going to get it. He's going to roll a 15. That'll be a 5. In his own zone, there's no ODAI in his own zone. I use the own zone chart. A Soga on a 5. Interesting. So a 15 is a 5. That's a Soga. Does anybody have a 15? I would say so. Yeah, Straka does. So he's going to get a shot. Oh, check this out. Right? So he's going to get a shot on goal if the assist is if somebody has a 15. We have a 15. His shot range is 21. The shot is 15. That's in range. So a shot by Roosevelt and a 61 is a score. Roosevelt carrying the puck out of his own zone will go by and blast this by Nabokov, and it's 2-0 for the Rangers. So let's see who's going to get assists here, and I'll do it the APBA way, if you will. So at 1:45, Roosevelt will get the goal. Let's check for assists. So a 45, that's going to be 2 assists. So I'll look at the assists on the no time roll. Let me see. For assists now, I think I'm going to just use my I think you start with the highest guy and then start counting down. I think you do. But I'm just going to go with my chart because this is going to be faster. And again, this is just a fun day. So it's going to be 2 and 3 on the assists. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, and 3. So Shanahan and Straka on the assists. Okay, so 2-1 now for the Rangers as the defenseman Roosevelt blasts one by him. And, we'll get some line changes here. So they want to go 1 and 3 over here. Okay, so 1 and 3. So Ozelinch and Semenoff will come out. And they want to do 1 and 1. And that's fine by me. All right, face off at center, and it's going to be even on the draw. Home right D. So Girardi picks up the puck. A 35 for Girardi is a 6 going up against Marleau, and that's going to turn into a 7. Shot block +2, so we have a block 1. Ooh, a block 1, 2. That's going to be not blocked, but a 55 is well out of range, so that shot is going to be on the net, and Nabokov will turn this aside. Look at all the 55s out there, right? 55s are 2 picked up by the right D. So that is that. So it's going to be Semenoff with the puck. Semenoff, a 41. That's going to be a 9. That's going to be a block shot that deflects back to Girardi. Girardi with a no-time roll. A 45 is a 26. And that's going to be intercepted by Patrick Marleau. Marleau countering for the Sharks now. Marleau was 16. That's a 28. Taken away, though, by Jágr. Jágr's been everywhere in this game. Jágr coming the other way. Jágr dancing in. Jágr shoots, and that's going to be a save by Nabokov. And a 38 is going to be, that's going to deflect into the crowd. But Jágr with a poke check on Marleau, looking for his second of the game. And Nabokov gets an arm on that, and the puck goes out of play. So the Rangers are going to go 2 and 2 here. And they're going to go 2 and 1. So we're going to get Ronik, Pavelski, and Mikhailiuk out here. It'd be great if they had the Russian teams from like that 72 series. I know Strat has it and Stone Cold has it, I think. Hockey Blast. I think APBA's the only one that doesn't have it, unless somebody made it. I don't know if they did or not. That'd be fun if they did. I know they made the Olympics at some point. All right, so we have a face-off in the zone here. We have even on the draw. Home center. So Gomez is going to get it. A 32 is a 26, but that's going to be taken away by Mikhailiuk. Mikhailiuk with a 45. That's going to be a 7. Shot on goal block +2. Yeah, that shot's going to be blocked. And it deflects right back to Mikhailiuk, though. He's going to get a shot. So let's flip this here. And it's going to be out of range. So that'll be a a rare shot on net by the Sharks, and Lundqvist will easily make that save, and that'll be taken away by the lefty Strudwick. Strudwick with it now. A 46, it's a 27, and that's taken away by Joe Pavelski of the Sharks. A 14, his pass can't connect, he ices it, and we'll get a whistle here, and we'll swap out some lines. So, 6 minutes gone here in the second. Rangers have added to their lead, as that goal was Roosevelt, the defenseman from Straka and Shanahan. Oh, and I dropped a card. Can you believe it? Yeah. It's not often I drop a card. So they're going to put line 3D out here. Interesting. With line 1. All right, so we got 1 and 1 and 1 and 3 on the lines here. And almost done. There we go. All right, here's the face-off in the Shark zone where it's been most of the day. Thornton on the draw. And it's going to be even on the face-off and visitor right wing. He gets it over to Chichu. Chichu 65. Oh, that's not good. And that's going to be a penalty on Chichu. So Chichu got his stick up on Avery as he come out of the zone. And that'll be a penalty. All right, 35 is a penalty, yep. And now, let me see here. I keep forgetting to check this other thing here. Okay, so there's no extra penalties here. So I just got to keep checking for the, it's going to be a power play here for the Rangers. So Chichu's going to sit in the box. I keep forgetting to check for the double minus. I'm still learning that. It's kind of weird how APBA does this. Again, I used to use the Burger chart. I'm trying to use the APBA chart again, but it is what it is. So Chichu will sit in the box for 2 minutes. And so that is penalty number 3. So we're going to go 1 and 1 here. So we'll let Thornton and Marleau come out and try to kill this penalty. And we got it reset. And here we go. And you got the Rangers Devils 22-23 going on Fenner's table. So nice. That's cool. I know. So that's fun. Isn't it fun playing these games? It's so fun. All right, so we got a face-off here, power play for the Rangers. And it's even on the draw. Let's roll it again. Visitor center. There's no center. Home right D. Girardi's going to pick it up. Girardi, a 46 on the power play, is a 9. Ooh, he's going to get a shot on goal. And a shot range of 15. And that'll be a save. Shot number 14 on Nabokov. He'll make this save. A 26 is a 20. And that'll be picked up as they try to clear it out. They can't do it. Girardi gets it back. Girardi at the point. I'm not playing matchups tonight. Another shot on goal with a 9. And a shot of 54 is out of range. Another save, Nabokov. And a 15 is a 3. That'll be smothered for a face-off. So Girardi at the point, ripping a couple of shots on here on the power play. Another even face-off. It's going to be home left wing. Avery gets it. Avery a 34, 31. Pass. Do they have a physical 12? They get 7, 9. Yes, they do actually, right? 3 and 4 is 7, 8, 9, and 3 is 12. Yeah, they will take it away from Avery. So Marleau with the steal. Marleau, a 9 shorthanded, and that's going to be intercepted by Girardi. No time roll, last gasp on the power play. A 45 is a 26, and that'll be intercepted by Marleau again, and they'll get their lines out here. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just keep line 1 out here for both teams. I'm going to double shift line 1. All righty, that's what I'm going to do. Just so I don't got to flip the cards. I can do that once in a while, right? My game, my rules. Marleau with a puck now. 55. That's going to be a shot on net. Oh, that's in range. He's got a 21. 15 is in range. Dun, dun, dun. Shot in range. A 13 is another save by Nabokov. Lundqvist, rather. They can't beat Lundqvist in this one. 2 in-range chances, and he stopped them both. And Yager with it now. Yager, a 52. He's going to roll a 27, which is going to be intercepted by Joe Thornton. Come on, Jumbo Joe. What can you do here, Jumbo Joe? A 13 for Jumbo Joe going up against Dubinsky. He's going to be a 14, and he's going to make a pass with an RSOG. All right, so we're going to roll it again. Does anybody have a 34 assist? Ooh, a 33, a 23, 33. No, we're just short on the Arsog, so he's just going to make the pass. Oh, wait a sec. No, an Arsog is Joe. I checked Joe. Hang on a sec. Yes, maybe I'm doing that wrong. An Arsog, you roll again, and you check Joe, right? The Soga is the guy who has the puck. I might have done that wrong tonight. I could have done it wrong. So Thornton has the 44, so he will make the pass, but he's going to send it to the third highest guy, which is not good. So it's going to be Reve, and he has to roll. He gets it in range, so he will get the shot away. So let's roll for Reve. No, that's going to be a save. So there'll be a shot and a save. Yeah, so I think I played that wrong. The Arsog, you check the player with the puck for the shot, and the Soga is everyone else but the shot guy. I got to get that right. So Lundqvist with a save, and that'll be picked up by Stahl. 31 is a 16 going up against the lefty McLaren. That's going to turn that to an 18. So that's going to be intercepted by Chichu. And I'll get some line changes here. So they want to go 2-2 now. And I'm okay with that. And they want to go 3-2 over here. Do I want to do that? Yeah, I do. So Chichu with the puck here right before the change. More than halfway through this game. Rangers 2 and the Sharks absolutely nothing. All right, Chichu with the puck, a 53 is a 9. Shot's going to be blocked. Deflects over to Straka, so Chichu will have a chance to change up. Straka will get it on the no-time roll. A 45 is a 26, and that's going to be intercepted by Shelley. Shelley for the Sharks. Come on, Shelley. 41 to 24, and that's going to be taken away by Strudwick. Strudwick having a monster game here today for the Rangers, back on the defense. He's going to roll a 43, possible bench minor, and neutral zone faceoff. So let's check the bench minor. I look at the split roll. Nope, no bench minor. Neutral zone faceoff. Faceoff here at center is going to be +1 for the Rangers. Disadvantage left wing. Shelley's going to get it. A 24 is a 43. That's another neutral zone face-off. Check for bench minor, and no. So we'll go on the line change here, and we'll go for the Rangers. Yeah, we'll go 1-3 for the Rangers, like they're suggesting. I will take that advice, and that's what we'll do. And the Sharks want to go 2-1, and I'm okay with that one too. Sometimes if I don't play a game for a while, it takes me a few periods or whatever to kind of get back into the flow and used to things. So I might have messed that up. So if you're watching this, this is not a tutorial. This is Dave playing late at night, and I probably made a mistake. Hopefully I didn't, but if I did, I did. And I try to correct my mistakes again. We just do this for fun. All right, so here we go. Face-off is going to be even. Visitor left wing. So Mikhailiuk gets it. A 24 is a 41. And there's another neutral zone face-off. We're going to check for bench minors. All right, first on the Rangers. No. And then the Sharks. Oh, the Sharks. Yes, they get a bench minor. So, too many men on the ice here for the Sharks. Oh, boy. So, it'll be another power play here for the Rangers. So, second period at 12:53. Too many Sharks. It was a Shark frenzy. And that's going to be at 7 minutes on the clock here, just so I can time it out. And so the Rangers, that's going to be their fourth, so it's going to be 2. Line 2 will come out. So let me hit the power play button here. Oh, I got to check for misconducts. We're not going to play misconducts tonight. We're not going to play misconducts tonight. So we have line 2 out here already for the Sharks. Line 2 will come out on the power play. It's kind of how I do it. And line 2 on the defense. And who's going to be sitting here? I think we're going to have Mikhailiuk sit. So Pavelski and Roenick will kill the penalty again. All right, so here we go. Power play here. And the Rangers are up 3-1 on the Devils for Federer tonight. Nice. Hope you're having fun with that. That's a fun game. I like playing that cards and dice. I need to pull that out again. The computer's okay. The cards and dice, that was so fun. All right, we're going to have a face-off here. And it's going to be even. Visitor left D, so Ehrhoff gets it from Pavelski. He rolls a 62. That will be a 9, and that's going to be sent out to center. And Roosevelt, who has a goal in this one, will get it, and he'll get a no-time roll. A 24 is a 41, and that's going to be a neutral zone face-off. Right, with a 9. Yep, neutral zone face-off. So his pass deflects out of play. Face-off here, again, even on the face-off. Home center, so Gomez will get it. A 24 on the power play is a 41. And that's going to be a neutral zone face-off as well. So the Sharks doing a good job of clogging up the neutral zone. There's no visitor center. I need to roll again. Home left wing. Strack is going to get it. A 23. 22. Intercepted by the center. We got to roll again. There's no center. So we're going to go with a 55. That's going to be a shot on the net. I got a shot range of 23. That's out of range. A shot and a save. Nabokov. A 46 is a 19. And then it'll be picked up by the opposing D. And this will do it in the power play. One last chance here. I have 42 for Strudwick. Is a 21 on the power play. No, that's taken away by Pavelski. And that'll do it in that penalty. All right, so the Rangers are going to go line 3 and line 3. When do the NHL playoffs start? I know they've clinched the playoff spots, but I don't know when they actually start. 'Cause I'm getting an update here on my computer that there's some live scoring going on, and I just don't know who's playing. So for the visitors, we'll go line 1. And line 1. How about that? Playoffs is Saturday? Okay. I looked at the matchup. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I like the matchups. And we got 3 and 3 over here. All right, so Pavelski with the puck. A 45. Let me get rid of this. The penalty's over. A 45 for Pavelski is 7. And shot on goal block +2. That will be blocked, and it's going to deflect over to the left D, and that'll allow Pavelski to change up. And it's going to be over here to Malik, Big Bird. They call him Big Bird. 23 is a 22. Intercepted by Thornton. Thornton with it now. A 42 for Jumbo Joe, who's done nothing today. He goes up against Callahan. It's going to turn into a shot block plus... Ooh, hang on a sec here. A 6 turns into a shot goal block +2. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, Joe gets it on the net. But that'll be a save. So that's Jumbo Joe's first shot of the game. Lundqvist, easy save. A 53 is a 6, and he's just going to smother the puck. There we go. That is that. And so we got a face-off now in the Rangers zone, and we have +1 for the Rangers on the face-off. So it's going to be advantage right wing. So Callahan, a 64 is a 4. He's going to get a shot on net. Coming the other way, shot and a save. 17 shots now. Nabokov with a 41 is going to be picked up by the lefty McLaren. Kyle McLaren with it now. A 13 is a 22. And it's going to be intercepted by Chris Drury at center. And we'll make some line changes here. Now, who do we want to put out here? Let's get line 2 out here. We'll finish the period with line 2 for the Sharks. And what about the other guys? They need to get line 1 back out here on the defense anyway. They have a lot of shifts remaining. And for forwards, yeah, we'll go line 2. So we'll go, and we'll finish out the period with these guys. Here's what I'm going to do. So they're going to get a long shift. So we're going to go 2 and 2 and 2 and 1. All right, mark that off, and here we go. All right, so Drury with the puck, a 46 is a 9. And 9 is going to be a block shot, and it's going to deflect over to the right wing to Ronick. I wanted to go 2 and 2. So Thornton's got to come off. And I'm over here. I'm going 2, so he's going to come back on. So Gomez comes on. All right, so that should be right now. So I got 2 and 2 and 2 and 1. Yeah, okay, here we go. All right, we're going to finish the period like this. Ronick's going to get it now. A 55 for Ronick, a 2 going up against the left D. Oh, boy, a style, though. That's going to push that 2 to a 4. And there'll still be a shot on goal, though, and out of range. So JR gets a shot away. That'll be a save. A 63 is a 38. I think that's out of play. Yeah, it goes out of play. So on the face-off, it's going to be even. Home center. Gomez has it. A 44 racing out of the zone. Gomez coming the other way. Gomez, look, shoots, save. And Nabokov turns that aside, and then it'll be picked up by Pavelski. Time running out in the period. Pavelski with a breakaway. 66 is the breakaway. So I usually up their shooting range a little bit on a breakaway. It doesn't matter. I rolled an 11. That's in range, but I can tell you right now that the 22 is going to be a save by Nabokov. So Pavelski on a breakaway is turned aside by Lundqvist. I keep saying Nabokov. It's Lundqvist. I'm sorry. I'll get it right. Maybe I won't. Lundqvist with the save on the breakaway, and Girardi picks up the puck. So Pavelski had the chance on the 66, and it was turned aside. A 63 is a 25, intercepted by the right D. This will do it in the period, as it's Vlasic with a 46. That's a 9. His shot is blocked. Deflects to Straka. We'll get one more roll here. A 26 is a 12, going up against the left D. So that's going to be a 14. That'll be a pass Arsog. All right, so let's get another roll here. And does he have a 34? No, he has a 36. So, oh, wait. Yeah, no, he's the 33. So he missed it. He missed it by 1. Missed it by that much. And so Humana gets the puck that's going to end the period. So that is that. So let's take a look at our score here. So after 2, the Rangers have added to their league Roosevelt from Straka and Shanahan. And we have a 2-0 game. Now, the Rangers have 18 shots, so they had 8 in that period, and they had 3, so they only had 1 in range, and they scored on it. San Jose with only 12 shots, so 6 more. They did get 2 in range this time. But, yeah, so that's what's going on here. 2-0 Rangers as we go to the third period. Let me turn off my heat. This is the game I play with my heater. I open the window to cool it down, and then the heat goes, oh, it's cold in here. Let's fire it up. Nah, I don't want to do that. All right, so where are we now? Here, we're going to the third period, so we'll go to the new period, and we'll go ones. We'll start with the ones for everybody. We'll get all the good guys out here, show them off in front of everybody. So again, this is my new 07-08 card set. For me, it's a modern season. For PJet, it's like today modern. It's been fun. It's been different. It's a very different game. You can feel it. And I got to say, it's something I'll have to talk about in the next show. You can definitely feel how this is different than a game that I usually play from the 60s, 70s, or 80s. It just has a different feel to it. And it's been kind of fun. At least I feel that way. And Rangers up on the Devils on Fenner's tabletop. Nice job. All right, so here we go. So on the face-off here, it's even on the draw. So here we go. Third period action, Rangers, Sharks. Visitor right D, Reve, a 54, is a 32. That's going to be a pass. So they have physical 14. They have 6. Oh, boy, 10, 13, 17. Yeah, he's not making that play. Not with Avery out here. Right? Intercepted by Avery. Avery knocks down the pass, elbows somebody, and will skate the other way. A 51 for Avery. Ooh, it's a 2 going up against Chichu. That'll be a 3. He'll get a shot on net here. Shot range of 23. No, that's going to be turned aside by Nabokov. 16 is going to be a 28. And a 28 is shot on goal. Can they clear it away, though? Clear is a 6. And they have a 7, so they will clear it away. I don't even need to check who's going to get the puck, as Nabokov will jump on it. Another even face-off here. Visitor right wing, Chichu's going to get it. A 16 in his own zone is a 7. He'll get it out to center. He's going to be pinned against the boards, and they'll blow the whistle. Dead. The puck is dead. And another even face-off, home right wing. Yaga's going to get it. He's got the game-winning goal right now. A 55. Yaga's going to get a shot on goal. Shot range of 21, and that'll be turned aside. Remember, Nabokov almost gave up a goal in a rare play when he tried to clear it around the boards, and Yaga knocked it down and fired it towards the net, but puck went out of play. And Nabokov made the save. kind of. Picked up by the right D. Right D's going to, line change already. So let's go to, we're going to leave one. We're going to leave the ones out here. We're going to leave them out here. So let's go back to ones. I'm going to double shift these guys is what I'm going to do. Both teams. Both teams will leave one out here. They got to shift the burn, so we're going to burn it. Speaking of double shift, and I got to learn how to do that with the Play Hockey Blast. They're coming out with that new hockey set. I'm tempted to get it. I probably will. I probably will get it. It's the XHL. Looks kind of fun. It's something I can might make up some of my own crazy rules with it. Just have some stupid fun with it. Could be a good time. All right, so we got a 33. Reve's going to get a shot on net. That's going to be well out of range, though, is Lundqvist. I'll get it right. Lundqvist with the save. And he'll just hang on. So the faceoff will be in the Rangers zone. We have even on the faceoff again. Visitor left wing. So Thornton over to Marleau. A 44. That's going to be a shot. That's going to be in range. Marleau shoots and save. The 31 is a 4. And Lundqvist cannot be beat. He's 4 for 4 with in-range chances. Some good goalies in this game. Well, good goalie over here. So what was he? He was 46 and 21. He was 37. Yeah, technically he's the better goalie, but yeah, it is what it is. Avery with the puck now. A 46 for Avery. When's he going to get into some trouble here? That shot's going to be blocked and deflects over to Reve. A no-time roll for Reve, a 46. And that's going to be a blocked shot and deflects to Dubinsky. So each team taking shots on the net, but they're getting blocked. A 61 is going to be a 28. That'll be intercepted now by Chichu. Chichu with a 13. That's a 3 going up against Yager. Well, it's not going to change. A 3 is going to be a 3, so it's going to be a tip-in. All right, let's run the tip-in. Actually, it won't matter. 64 is going to be well out of range anyway, so I won't even bother with a tip-in. And so, well, if I did the tip-in, it would have been the highest I rating, which probably would have been, Marleau with a 7. And a 7 and a 3 on a tip would have been original shooter plus 2. And again, it would have been out of range anyway. But I wanted to follow that through. Shot and a save by Lundqvist. A 45 is a 6, and he'll freeze that on the 6. Now we'll make some changes here. So let's get 2 and 2 out here for the Rangers. And do they want to put out 3? Yeah, they want to go 3 and 3. So the visitor is going to roll out line 3 here. Kind of sensing something. So Ozolinch and Semenoff will come out. And we're going to get Setaguchi. I used to like the Shark commentator. I don't know if he's still the same guy, but he used to be fun. I used to listen at night, and Setaguchi and, Thor. I used to love listening to him. He has a good hockey voice. I used to like to listen to the Sharks guy. All right, so 3 and 3 and 2 and 2. But I haven't listened to hockey in a while. It's all different now. Even the audio is different. But back in the heyday, I used to like to listen to all the West Coast games. All right, so let's go on the face-off here in the Rangers zone. So we have +1 for the Rangers. Advantage lefty, Strudwick in his own zone, a 32, a 26. Intercepted, and Shelley's going to get a shot on net. That is a 51. That'll be out of range, so a shot and a save. Lundqvist, easy save, and he'll just slide that back to Strudwick and says, don't do that again. Strudwick, a 36. 33 for Strudwick. Oh, and that's going to be some penalties here. All right, so Strudwick's going to get a penalty. That we know. So check highest minimum to lowest minimum and see if we're going to get a penalty over here. All right, so our highest is 52 with a Shelley. So let me roll on the split roll. Yes, so Shelley's going to get a penalty here. Okay, if coincidental roll a 51 to 66, we get to add another penalty to the visitors of the home team. Oh, I think we do a split roll for that. All right, so I'm going to roll again, and yes, there's going to be an extra penalty here. So we got Strudwick and Shelley going for coincidentals. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the split roll, and I'm going to look at the first one, odd away, even home, odd away. Wow. So that's how I'm going to play that. So we got a coincidental minus and an extra penalty on the Sharks here. So let's roll this again. And so it's not going to be Shelley. Could it be him? Yeah, Semenoff. So okay, we have some double minors here, kind of, sort of, or no, matching and then whatever. So we're going to get 2 penalties over here in the Sharks. That's how I'm playing that. So 4:38 in the period. Shelley and Semenoff will get penalties if I played that right. Again, I don't know if I always play them 100% correct, but I'm close enough and I'm having fun, right? So the Sharks will get the penalty here, as that was coincidental minors, but because I roll for other penalties, and I think I do a split roll to see who's going to get the extra one. I think. Let me double check. I got the instructions here. It was confusing to me. I made my notes, but I might have screwed up my notes. So let me just check the penalties real quick. I used to, like I said, I used to use the burger chart. And now I don't. Okay, coincidental penalties. Anytime a coincidental minor penalty occurs, it's not a power play. Additional penalty may be called. Roll it. Yes. Okay, it is a split roll. Okay, I did it correctly. Okay, I'm happy. I'm happy with that. So it is. If once you determine the second penalty, you roll a split roll. I determined that it was going to be the other team. So it's going to be another power play for the Rangers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 power play. So it's going to be line 2. So I think we have line 2 out here right now. And that is that. So I think I did that right. I'm glad to see that. I'm glad to see that it's not just minor. That at least I got a coincidental. I got a double minor. I got 2 penalties in 1 play. That was lacking in this game for a while for me. Was just everything was just a minor penalty. No matter what happened. Hockey Bones. I love the penalties in Hockey Bones because it really does feel like that. Now, I'm not going to check for misconducts because I don't really care about misconducts tonight. Joshua comes by, checking in from Vancouver. And we're just having some fun here, playing some APBA hockey tonight. All right, Rangers on a power play here. And who's going to sit? Mikhailiuk will sit again. All right, so Gomez is the 3. He's the 3, so even on the faceoff after all that. Home left wing. Straka is going to get it. 44, that's a shot on net. And that's going to be turned aside by Nabokov. Picked up by the lefty, Ehrhoff. Ehrhoff on the penalty kill. Ooh, he's going to break it up short-handed, though. Here comes Ehrhoff. Short-handed bid. Shoots this one, and that'll be a save by Lundqvist. He is now 17 for 17 in the save department. And a 32 is going to bounce back to the opponent, D, for a shot. Oh, boy, I need the roll here. Yeah, he'll get the shot on net, and that'll be another save. So Lundqvist with another save. A 21 is a 23, and this is going to be picked up by the opposing right wing, so JR is going to get it. So good penalty kill here by the Sharks. A 53 is a 9 shorthanded, intercepted by Roosevelt, who has a goal in this game. We're going to give him a no-time roll. He's going to get a 26 on the power play, and that's going to be intercepted by Pavelski. And this is going to do it in the power play. Pavelski's going to get a shorthanded chance, and that's in range. Holy cow. Pavelski, shorthanded, moving in. 51, save. Oh, man, picked up by Gomez. Lundqvist has stopped Pavelski a couple of times. Oh, he's had breakaways, he's had shorthanded bids, and he's been turned aside at every turn. All righty, so now here we got 13 minutes to play in this game. This has been a fun one here. 2-0. Can Lundqvist get the shutout? Yes, I said it. So we're going to go line 3 for the Rangers and line 3 for the Rangers. We're going to get them some shifts here because they got a few to burn. And then for the Sharks, we're going to go line 2. And we're going to go line 2. So we're going to leave line 2 out here for the Sharks. That's what we're going to do. So 2 and 2 and 2 and 3. No, 3 and 3. All right, so here we go. So Gomez with the puck. A 22. Ooh, he's going to get a shot on goal here, and that'll be another shot and a save by Nabokov, and he'll come off. Nabokov with a 45 is a 6, and he'll smother that. So a face-off in the Shark zone. It's going to be 1 for the Rangers. Disadvantage left wing. Michalik will get it. He's going to roll a 41 coming out of his own zone with a 5. And he's going to get a Soga. Shot on goal. Does anybody have a 41? 26, 25. Nobody has a 41. And so it's going to be a neutral zone face-off on the Soga, right? Yeah, if you don't get a Soga, it's going to be a neutral zone face-off. Okay, so that's where we go now. Here we go, face-off. Again, +1. Rangers, advantage left wing. Nigel Dawes, a 13 is a 5, going up against Vlasic. That'll turn into a 6. Shot on goal, block +1. They have a 1, 2, 3, 4. He will get the shot on the net, but that's going to be saved by Nabokov. A 13 is a 5, and that'll be picked up by JR. Jeremy Roenick with the puck. 53. I'm not playing matchups tonight. A 9 is going to be a block shot, and that goes into the crowd for a face-off. And we'll exchange some lines here. So 11 minutes to go. Time is slowly ticking away here on the Sharks. Line 1 and 1 will come out here. And we'll go line 1 and 1 for the other guys. How about that? Okay. All right, here's the face-off here in the Rangers zone. And it's going to be even on the draw. Visitor center. Ooh, Thornton gets in the offensive zone. 31's a 4. Shot on net. Well out of range, though. Turned aside. And a 54 is a 32. And that's going to bounce over to the lefty to Kyle McLaren. We're going to roll the dice for McLaren. No, he does not get the shot away, so he'll just control the puck. A 12 is a 25. He's going to cough this up to Girardi. Girardi now, halfway through this third period. 23 is a 22. His pass up, knocked down at center by Thornton. Thornton with a breakaway. Thornton, but he rolls a 62 on the shot. I don't even need to check. That's going to be a save. No chance of on net. And a 41 is a 6, and he's going to freeze it. So Thornton on a breakaway, denied by Lundqvist. So Lundqvist, 2 for 2 on breakaways as he's stymieing the Sharks here. And I don't know if I can hear Marv Albert or if I can hear the Sharks guy in my head calling the game. No, Pavelski with it. I don't think Marv Albert ever did the Yager games. Oh, no, it's Yager. It gets the friendly role. He was in the one of the basketball games. He was awesome in the video game, Marv Albert. Loved him. Even on the draw. Thornton wins it again. Oh, 35. And that's going to be a penalty for Thornton, right? So Thornton's going to go to the box, and it's going to be a power play here for the Rangers again. Wow, it's a lot of penalties here for the Sharks. So with 9 minutes to play, Jumbo Joe will get 2 minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is the 7th power play now. 7 power plays. So we're going to go 1 and 1. And Thornton will just come off and we'll just play it like it is. So Marlowe will jump in here. He's got a face-off 3, so he can take that draw. All right, here it is. 9 minutes of play. Rangers looking to put him away. Even on the draw. And visitor center, so there's no center. I got to draw it again. Home center, so Dubinsky gets it. A 12. And a 25 on the power play. Intercepted by the right D, Reve. So Craig Reve with it, a 24. He just wants to send it down the ice, and that's going to go, well, hang on a sec. That's going to be a rare play. I'm going to go back to the rare play chart. Let's see what Dave's rare play chart says. Let's see how good my rare play chart is. And we're going to flip the split roll and 26. Player with a puck tripped on a breakaway, a penalty shot is awarded. So Reve is tripped, and he will get a penalty shot. So the defenseman gets a penalty shot. So how I'm going to play this is I will add, what am I going to add here? What do we add for empty nets? 10 or 20? Hang on a sec. Let me check. Actually, I think it's 20. I think it's 20. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give him a, he's a defenseman. I'll cut it in half. So I'll go 23. I'm going to give him a 26 shot range on a penalty shot, okay? So he gets a 26 shot range, and then Lundqvist has to make the save. All right, so I'm going to go to split roll. Nope, it's out of range, and so Lundqvist will make the save, and that's how I'm going to do the penalty shot. Penalty shots are kind of weird, but I add a whole bunch of the shot range to get him in range and then let the goalie make the save. That way everybody's involved. The way they do the penalty shot, the goalie has to roll a 1. It's like, oh, man, that's too high. Too high of a chance. All right, so face off at in the Rangers zone after the penalty shot. So Lundqvist has stopped 3 breakaways and a penalty shot. He's going to be the number 1 star, even on the face-off. Now let's roll it again. Visitor left D. So McLaren's going to get it. McLaren with a 33, and he's going to get the neutral zone face-off, so he's just going to kill some time. He's okay with that. And home center, so Dubinsky's going to get it. Last chance here. 32 on the power play. Do they have a physical 16, 7, and 7 is 14? Nope, they don't. So it's going to be a pass, and we're going to send it to Yager. Yager with a no-time roll. Yager, a 46. That's a 9. Shot on goal. That's in range. 16. Score! Yager. Power play goal, his second of the game, just before the penalty expired, and it's now 3-0 for the home team. So Yager, his second of the game, coming at 12:58, and it's going to be 2 assists, and we're going to give it to 1 and 3. So it's going to be Dubinsky and Girardi. So Yager from Dubinsky and Girardi. And they're walking away with it now. So we got just 7 minutes to play. And we're going to go, we'll go 1 and 1 and 2 and 1. Yeah, it's a good night for the Rangers on both tabletops. Yes, it is. All right, so we're going to go 1 and 1 and 2 and 1. I thought the Sharks would put up more of a fight. They won the division, I think. Rangers were like in 3rd place in their division or something like that. All right, so we have even face-off. Visitor center, Thornton gets it. A 31 is a 4. Going up against Girardi, that's going to be a 6. Shot on goal block plus 1, 2, 3. Oh, he's going to get the shot. Oh, it's in range. So the shot is not blocked. It's in range. And a 36 is a 33. And Joe Thornton will score. Joe Thornton finally gets the Sharks on the board. As he wins the faceoff, he spins into the zone and fools Lundqvist. And on shot number 22, the Sharks are on the board. It's Joe Thornton. They'll get 2 assists, and it'll be 1 and 2. So I'm assuming Marleau and, well, it'll be Marleau and Rivet. All right, so in the 3rd period at 13-19, Joe Thornton for Marleau and Rivet. So, at least they're on the board. So it's 3-1. We got a game. We got a game here. All right, so let's see what we got going on now. So face off at center. We have home center. Gomez gets this one. A 43 is a 29. And he's going to lose this to McLaren. Kyle McLaren with a 12. He's going to lose this to Girardi. Girardi at 33. He's going to get a shot on net. That's going to be out of range. So a shot and a save. And a 22 by Nabokov is going to be a right D. And we got some line changes here. So the Sharks are going to keep 1 and 1 out. The Rangers are going to go 1 and 1 as well. All right, then we'll make a quick change. And then we'll get line 1 back out here, maybe. All righty, Reve with it now. A 12 was a 25. It's going to be intercepted by Girardi. Girardi is 16. That's a 28. Intercepted by the right wing, Chichu. All right, here we go. We're going to slide this up now. We're going to have the Rangers go 4-check 3. And the Sharks 4-check 3, Rangers 4-check 1. Okay, we're gonna change that up here at the end. So it's do or die time here for the Sharks. So Chichu with the puck. A 13 is a 3. He's going to get a shot on goal. Shot and a save by Lundqvist. The 12 was a 25. And that will be, on the 25, that'll be shot on goal. Unless they can clear it away. Can they clear it away with a 5? Yes, they do, and they'll tie it up. So the face-off will be in the Ranger zone. 3:30 to play. We'll keep an eye on the Barkov. We will. We'll keep an eye on him. He's not going anywhere. Visitor right D, Reve at the point. A 55. Shot on the net. He rolls a 66. Save. And a 61 is a 22. And on the 22, that will be picked up by the opposing left wing. So Marlowe's going to get it here. So Marlowe has it. Let's change it up here. Let's go 2 and 2 for a minute. And then we'll bring the top lines back out here. And that's how we'll end the game, you know. All right, so Marlowe with the puck. Lines 2 and 2. I'm not going to change it on my scoreboard here because I know what I'm going to do with the last couple of minutes. All right, Marlowe at 24. That's a 41. And it's going to be a neutral zone face-off. Another possible bench minor. No and no. Okay, so Marlowe will come off. And they'll play for about a minute. And then with a minute and a half to go, we'll get line 1 out here and we'll take the goalie out. Face-off is even. Home left wing. Straka, a 41, is a 24. And that's going to be intercepted by Ehrhoff. Ehrhoff. Oh, a 44 for Ehrhoff. That will be a shot on goal tip in. All righty. Shot on goal tip in. So it's going to go to the top guy with a 4. Though that ain't too bad. So Ehrhoff shoots. And it's going to be Pavelski. Ooh, an 8-4 actually on a tip. +8 on a tip. So tip in +2. Ehrhoff shoots. Pavelski with a tip, and that's still going to be a save, though. And Lundqvist comes up with a save. A 63 for Lundqvist is a 38, and that's going to be a deflected into the stands. All right, so let's get line 1 back out here with a minute and a half to play. Goalie will come out, so we're going to play goalie out. Who do we want to put out here? Pavelski probably, right? No, we're going to have JR. Jeremy Roenick's going to come out. So JR was going to be our extra man. The Barkov on the bench. So I need to take my other chart here, my extra skater chart. And then I need my face-off chart because there's an extra man rule here. Hang on a sec. I want to do this right. I think it's a roll of a 9. It goes to the empty net team. Let's see here. Face-off rolls of 3 or 12. Okay, so where's my chart here? So I'm going to look at the split roll for the face-off. Okay, so here we go. On the face-off, we have a 6 on the face-off. So 3 or 12 to the extra skater. So a 6 is going to be visitor right wing. All right, so visitor right wing is going to be Chichu. So Chichu gets the puck with the empty net. A 46 is a 9, and that's going to be a shot on goal. A range of 22 is out of range. That's going to be a shot and a save by Lundqvist. The 33 is picked up by the left D. Strudwick with it now. Strudwick, a 35. That's going to be a 20. And that's going to be intercepted by Reve. This will be the last gasp here at the end of the game. A 16 is a 28, and that's going to be intercepted by Shanahan, staring at the empty net. And the shot range is I think that's going to be an empty net goal by Shanahan, right? The opposing team plus 20 up to 43. So Shanahan scores into the empty net to make it 4-1. And with 3 seconds to play, that'll do it. So let's see who gets the assist on the Shanahan empty net goal at 0-0-3. Shanahan will ice the game, even though it's already iced. 2 assists, and it's going to be 1 and 4. So probably Gomez and Strudwick. Oh, nice. So Gomez and Strudwick into the empty net, and that's our final score. So let's take a look at our final stats here. So the Sharks do get 1 goal in this third period, but the Rangers get 2, and they will win this 4-1. Our final shots on net, the Sharks had 26, so they had 12. So that gave them what? Is that 14? So they had 12, 14 shots in this third period, and they had 3 in range. So they had 6 in range and got 1 goal. 25 total shots for the Rangers. They had 18, so they only had 7 shots in that third period. Not a good period. They did have 4 in range, so they got another one. So again, we look at the shots. It's going to be 26 with 6 in range and 25 with 4 in range. So Nabokov gets the loss. Lundqvist with the win. Again, 25 shots on him. Boy, not a lot of shots on net. He gave up a lot of goals. Gave up 3 goals, played 59 minutes. Lundqvist gave up 1 goal, played 60. Let's take a look at our 3 stars of the game here. As again, it was 4-1 for the Rangers. I think I got to go, well, he only made 25 saves, but he had 3 breakaways and a penalty shot. So we're going to give Lundqvist the number 1 star. So Lundqvist is our number 1 star. Yager with 2 goals is going to get the number 2 star. And Shanahan with a goal and an assist will be another 3 star. So that is the final score here. A lot of penalties here for the Sharks. 7 minor penalties for the Sharks. Yep, pretty wild. Fun game, all in all. I enjoyed that very much. Hope you guys did too. It's always fun to get some APBA hockey here on the table. And, yeah, so that's that. So I got tomorrow's Friday. I'm off in the morning. Got some things to do in the morning. I'm going to try to get some gaming in the afternoon. I need to get back to the gym or at least get something going. I did a walk today. Had a nice chat with ST on my walk. That's my new thing is go for walks and talk to people. It keeps me occupied. So, but I go on a dinner with a friend of mine tomorrow. I'm taking my week off here, and I'm really kind of focusing on like visiting. So I'm getting out to see some people I haven't seen in a while, setting up for the con and the whole bit. So yeah, it's just been a week to catch up with people and the whole bit. So thanks for coming by. And yes, Scott, yeah, they're having a new fictional season for Hockey Blast. That should be kind of, I might pick that up. In fact, I'm going to pick it up at some point, somehow, some way. That'll end up on the table here. It might be kind of fun, like I said, to come up with a XHL, so I'll have to come up with some crazy rules for that and see what I got to do. Paul, thanks for coming by. Barbara, thanks for coming by. And yeah, the History Maker stuff is small. It's hard to see. It really is. Someone sent me an Excel program that would allow you to put in all those things and make the cards bigger. It was kind of neat, but it just took a long time. It really took a long time to do, and I just don't play them enough to spend all that time. But I made a set of Red Sox cards that were bigger, and it was definitely more fun. They were almost APBA size, and I was like, oh, that's great. I just don't have the time or the wherewithal to do all the teams that I want to do. So that is that. But anyway, thanks for coming by, everyone. And hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. If not, maybe over the weekend. And, yeah, I mean, it was the guy did Excel. I don't know how he did it, but it's just putting the things in. But it's just kind of dropping in the logos and changing the colors to so many players was kind of tough. So, but anyway, that's that. APBA Hockey. Congratulations to the Rangers. 4-1 over the Sharks tonight. And 2007, 2008. Let's get that new season on the table. I'm liking the season. I got to say, I am liking it. So we'll see some of that again here on the channel. I'm Dave.